In 2010, I was at my church when I bent down to pick something up. The next thing I knew, I was in pain. I informed my family of this problem, believing I had broken my leg. They, however, did not think so, and therefore I had to walk like this for a week. As it turned out, my leg was broken. The reason why my leg had broken over a simple thing like bending down was because I had a bone cyst. This small thing had broken my bone in two. It's possible that not many of you have even heard of bone cysts, but they can affect different people in different ways. In the case that any of you should have a friend or family member be afflicted with this condition, please listen to the facts I have to offer you. From this speech, you will learn what a bone cyst is, the different types there are, and how to treat it. Let's start off by learning what exactly a bone cyst is. A bone cyst is a lesion that is fluid-filled and develops inside the bone. Usually this affects children to young adults between the ages of 5 to 15 years old. They're actually rarely found in adults older than that. It is more common in boys rather than girls, and bone cysts are usually benign, which means they're non-cancerous. Bone cysts can occur in numerous areas, but are mainly found in thighs and the upper arms. There are some cases, though, where they're found in other areas, such as mine, where I had one in my leg. Though it isn't always easy to understand why bone cysts come to be, some may be due to fluid drainage problems with blood vessels in a bone from an injury or a growth. Now, we can move on to understanding how a bone cyst can affect a person. Though a bone cyst is usually benign, there are still different types that can be cause for concern. The most common type of bone cyst is a unicameral bone cyst. This type usually affects boys and girls very young. According to WebMD, unicameral bone cysts may be caused by fluid drainage problems in growing bones. Other types include subchondral bone cyst and the rare aneurysmal bone cyst. The subchondral bone cysts occur in diarthrodial joints of the equine appendicular skeleton, which means they are also discovered in animals. An aneurysmal bone cyst has a pocket of blood inside the bone. This kind of cyst causes symptoms that include lumps, reduced movement, pain, or swelling. After learning about the types of cysts, I can tell you about how one can treat a bone cyst. A bone cyst can cause problems, but on the bright side, it can heal on its own. Most bone cysts usually heal to stability after the skeleton matures. Rafef Baig states in Southern Medical Journal that it is important to emphasize that once a pathological fracture occurs in these cysts, it is prudent to allow the cyst to heal before instituting any surgical or injection therapy management. Since bone cysts can heal with age, this is probably why adults rarely have them. There are times, however, when a bone cyst requires a different treatment, especially if they are cancerous in those rare types. Bone cysts can cause a bone to be weaker, which can lead to a break. In this case, a steroid injection may be given to the bone. Like in my case, I had to have a steroid injection. This is an x-ray of my leg, where I had the bone cyst and it had broken before the steroid injection, and after I had the steroid injection, making the cyst smaller. Though I may never heal completely, hopefully that will prevent me from ever breaking my leg again. Surgical operations may also be the answer for some individuals. Here, a doctor may drain the fluid and fill it with chips of bone. Now that I've covered many facts about bone cysts, you can hopefully understand what it's like to have one. After listening to my speech, you should now know what a bone cyst is, the different types there are, and how to treat one. I can understand about bone cysts because I have one myself.